What's up, Warriors? It's Hunter, aka Splitsec, your Megaverse community manager, and we're back. We're back with another episode of Surviving in Ileydria. I promised that I would get a second episode done this week for the sake of the event on Monday. Monday, the 10th, we are going after the Ender Dragon. It's going to be awesome. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on the server, live here on YouTube. Share it with your friends, let everybody know. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna go get that dragon. So what I did last episode was kind of start prepping for that fight and kind of trying to put a guide together for, if you're new to the server or even new to Minecraft, some things you can do in a few hours to have yourself prepared, because it honestly doesn't take that much doing to get ready for the Ender Dragon. You can even be in full diamond armor, diamond sword, shield, all that good stuff. It's not all that difficult if you just follow kind of the plan we're going to. So without further adu, I'm going to start my timer, because I forgot to do that before I started, you know, doing all this. Because I'm so good at, you know, handling time. I have to have this timer or it's going to go way beyond 30 minutes. But I'm going to start my timer because we try to keep these episodes under 30 minutes. And then after that, I'm going to switch over to the game screen. Here we go. Awesome. So here we are. We're in game. Yes, I am diamond out. Woo! Yeah. So we're in game. We're doing the thing. Let me get back to where I can... No, yes, that's what we want. Hey, look at that. So yeah, over the course of the last day, I told you I was going to do a little bit of grinding off screen after the last episode. It honestly was only a couple of hours, and I had a surprise. I got on to a gift from one of our players. Baron23 said, "Gift from Baron. Reason? Why not?" And I opened this to a stack of enchanting books and different things like that. So I'm a little further beyond than what I planned on being in that regard, but that doesn't change how easy it is for you to get at least enough to where you're in good shape for the fight. So what you need to know that I did, like I said I was going to do last time, I moved him around a little bit, but like I said I was going to do last time, I set up the Thatcher over here. No, Fletcher. I did it again, guys. Thatcher, why? So I set up the Fletcher, and I've been like tree farming out the wazoo, so you'll see the trees will look entirely different over here. If I go over there, you'll see my big tree farm that I've been using. It literally was only, I don't know, 3 hours that I was on over the course of the last 4 days that I got this done. So it's honestly not all that much for you to get this accomplished. I even did that, and I set up my whole like farm over there with all these animals. Like there's a slew of animals over there. So you've got, it probably will take you less than that. But you set up the Fletcher by making the table like I showed you in the last episode, and you set up the blast furnace like I showed you in the last episode. The hardest thing is just getting the iron, which if you dig down, you'll find it. But by doing that, I can make emeralds. And by making emeralds, I can trade with this guy. And I just started off by trading the base chest plate or whatever. And if you look, I guess you can't see now, but I can show you on this guy over here. If you look, every trade will show you how much, oh, I don't have emeralds on me, I can't show you. Will show you how much EXP, like experience, the trade will gain the villager, and you can level the villager up. And with every villager level up, yeah, look at this, guys, I've been moving. With every villager level up, you get new trades for them. So like if I come in here to this guy with my emeralds and I say, hey, I want that, you see there's an amount of XP. So I can go ahead and have him make me a few of those by paying him emeralds, and we will get a level up. Boom, there's his level up. So we'll wait, and you'll see him do like this, boop, boop, boop. Yep, that right there. Now he's an apprentice, and he's got new trades. So now he can make a bell, or he can trade iron for emeralds or whatever. So you keep leveling them like that. You just go back and forth by trading him trees, like sticks, and then trading that guy for whatever armor piece he's got. And all the excess, honestly, just throw it away. Like legitimately, I can't tell you how much of these like stone tools or whatever you just get rid of because you're not going to use them. But yeah, we make all that, we use all that, we level them up, and then at the top level, of the armorer. At the top level of the armorer, he has a full set of diamond armor. So I don't have to go find all the diamonds. I don't have to figure all that out. I can legitimately just set this up to where I can trade. And then all of a sudden now I get this amount of emeralds, whatever that adds up to get my full set of diamond armor. Now I have a couple of enchantments that you don't have because our friend brought me mending, unbreaking on a couple things, because these guys, man, one day when they're on while I'm recording, I'll have to show you what they've done. They've done some amazing systems and stuff. They're expert. Baron and till we meet again, excellent Minecraft players, superb survival players. Beyond me in the skill that they use there. I am a builder first. But they've got some awesome systems, so they're decked. They're going to be superheroes when it comes time for this fight. But you can have all of this. You can have the diamond helmet, chestplate, leggings, boots, all that really quick. And then not to mention, because you're leveling all of that stuff, if you want to get a diamond sword or whatever, all you have to get is 2 diamonds for a diamond sword. So you could go dig down low and probably find a couple of diamonds pretty quick. If not that, you can level the toolsmith, which the toolsmith uses the smithing table. This guy, I think that's called a smithing table. But yeah, he uses the smithing table to make a villager into that. So, or I mean, if you need to come over to my village, my guys are already leveled. So if you're in the place where you need to come use my stuff, this is where I am. My coordinates are at the top of the screen. If you look up there, you can see the coordinates of my home base. You're welcome to come use my villagers. Just don't kill them. As long as you don't kill my villagers, we're good. We're good. But yeah, you can come over here and use my villagers to trade if you need to. But it is good experience to go ahead and learn how to do it on your own. But with that being said, I mean, we've done a lot of the base work that needs to happen for the fight. The preparing part of the fight is kind of in order. Where did my wheat go, man? Did I use all my wheat? Oh, I'm looking at it. Wow. So, with that being said, the only other thing that they were talking about is if you want to take a lot of time to get a totem, you can try to get a totem. But that's a little bit more of a difficult process. Honestly, we're expecting that you're probably going to die a few times in this fight. The other thing you might want to try to get your hands on is food. So let's talk about that. We talked a little bit about setting up a farm a while back, how you can set up a farm. And our farm's been doing really good. We've got plenty of wheat when we need it. But the other thing is in villages, if you can find a village, they're super helpful. In villages, a lot of times they'll have farmers that are growing crops, and this is where you can get some of the crops really easy that you don't have. So, like for instance, this guy's got carrots, and every time I take from them, I just add the carrots back so that, add a carrot back so that they're still growing more carrots. But you need the different fruits or different vegetables, different fruits, whatever you're looking at. You need the different ones to work towards more things. So we're gonna go ahead and make more carrots here because that side being all carrots and that side being all potatoes seems like a smart idea to me. Is it already getting nighttime? Oh my gosh, this day has flew in Minecraft. Flew. But that being said, let's come show you a couple of the things up here that we've been working on. Yeah, look at these guys. I set this up far enough away from my base where I wouldn't have to hear all the animal noises because, this is very simple. This is not efficient. This is not the best way to do this, but it is a very simple way to do it. Just making fences, put a block outside the fences. You can put a gate on it so you can get out if you need to. There's an easier way, which I'm going to show you right smack now. I'm going to show you how you can make an easier way in and out of the fences without creating a problem too, though. Let's see. Let's sleep through the night so we don't get mobs to deal with. Ah! Apparently, I'm not good at drinking from a cup. The basics. So yeah, we're going to take some of this wool and we are going to make carpets. So check this out. If I take my carpets up here, and this is something I hadn't done to this farm yet because I wanted to show you on the video. If you just build some squares for your animals, different animal types, what I do is... Chickens, sheep. That's not gonna fly. I'm gonna have to do weird with you, bud. But you have the fences, obviously, that you can use. They're a little difficult. Getting the animals in here, all I did was get 2 of each animal in. So the chickens you lead around with seeds. Boom, 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 boom. And that's also how you make them reproduce, is give them seeds and they make baby chickens. The cows and the sheep use wheat, and the pigs use carrots. So, and that's attract and like to make them follow you and to make them reproduce. So that's a good thing to have in mind. But so instead of doing gates, because that's a little bit difficult to get them in and out if you're ever having to shift things, you can utilize a carpet on top of the fence. For some reason, the carpet being on top of the fence, they won't jump over that carpet, but I can jump onto the carpet and jump back down, and jump on the carpet and jump back down. I couldn't tell you why this is the way it works, but this is Minecraft, ladies and gentlemen. This is just the way things work sometimes. So what we'll do, for ease of use, I'm going to put a carpet on each one of these. You don't really have to. You can technically just put one on. Well, I guess you would want to have it on every one so that you can jump out of that individual square. Come on now. Move out of the way, sheep. Move. I guess we're going to perform another task before. Efficiency is key with all of this stuff. Like, the whole point of doing much of this is be efficient. If you can be efficient, you will make everything work better. So the way that I harvest animals to make food is legit the main purpose. Make food and make supplies. The books come from leather from the cows. Sheep give you wool, da 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 da. Which the sheep you can actually shear instead of killing them. But the cows you can milk for milk, which is good for recipes and things like that. But primarily, steak is legitimately like one of the best, easiest foods to have on you in the game. So with that, I will always set this up like this, where I've got a bunch of them. I just keep letting them replicate. We would just keep feeding them and making them make more. And then when we get to where we're crowded like this and the fence is really crowded, we will breed them one more time. And we will make as many of the babies as we can. And then we will go on a meat harvesting adventure. I know some of you vegans will probably not like this part of the game, but this is just Minecraft, ladies and gentlemen. This is the way it works. This is called food. So, tip for you, if you jump in to do this kind of harvesting, the best thing you can do is jump and swing on land. On your way down in Minecraft, the way the code works, you do more damage on the way down. I use an axe for this because even though it's the slowest swing time, it has a high individual hit damage, which means that most of these animals will die in one swing. And all of the meat and the wool will just drop to the ground. But you want to make sure that you breed them before you do this part so that you've got a number of babies waiting and they can grow and you can repeat the process later. I'm going to go grab some more wheat. I know somebody's going, oh my gosh, animals. I'm like, yeah, I understand that, but, you know, the Bible says rise, kill, and eat, you know, that's the instruction, right? I'm not saying you can't not eat meat, Daniel's fast and all that good stuff, do your thing. But in Minecraft, the animals are here as a food source and a supply source. That's all they're good for in the game. So we will do what we need to do with them. You can keep some as pets as you want, do your thing. You'll be happy to know that the animals that are pet animals have no food-related thing. Cats and dogs and well, I guess bees. Well, no, bees don't really have something that they drop. They can produce honey, but not necessarily drop. But yeah, so we replant our field. We've got more wheat. Now we can go multiply the cows. And this process is how you're never going to run out of food in Minecraft. You will always have food. You will have a storehouse of food. Legitimately, if every time you get on if when you first get on, if you set up a farm like this, you first get on, you feed your animals, and you do a culling. And then when you get off, you feed your animals again. Ooh, sorry, cow. Not really, because we're gonna do that in a second. But if you get on and you feed your cows and you do a harvest, and then you play, let all the babies grow, and then feed the cows before you get off, you will always have enough of what you need. See, just that one set, I got 21 steaks and 33 raw mutton. So we're in good shape here. We're in good shape. I don't want a sheep in here. That's the chicken spot. Is there any chickens that need to eat still? Chickens. More chickens. Normally in Minecraft, for those of you who are more experienced, normally I would set up a entity crammer set up with the chickens and just have a thing that constantly feeds them, and then they die because there's too many of them in one block. Because in Minecraft, one block can only be occupied by so many things before it kills the next item that enters the block. So like in the instance of animals, if I don't remember how many it is, I get so many of them in a area and another one hits that area, it's over. That animal just insta dies because it can't process any more of the animal in that spot. So, but this leads me to the next thing that you might need for our adventure. What you're going to want to have is, if you don't already, I mean, I'm sure we'll set some up there. You'll want to have a bed to take with you so that you can set a spawn point beside the portal, so that if you die, you can just come back in. And remember, on our server, if you die, you can go back to the spot you died and get all your stuff back. It doesn't drop all over the ground. It doesn't despawn. It'll be there. You'll have a spot on your map, if you have a map, as well as a compass in your hand that can guide you if you don't have a map. But you can set up a bed, just get you some wood and some wool and make a bed and have that with you in your backpack so that you can set that up in the fortress that we go to for the whole event. And that way, while we're in there, if you do die, which is very possible, actually it's very likely, just because the nature of the Ender Dragon. The Ender Dragon shoots these like fireball things that bounce you up in the air, as well as there's all the Endermen everywhere. And as long as you don't look the Enderman in the eye, they don't fight you. But if you're like looking for the dragon, and then all of a sudden you look at an Enderman on accident, then the Enderman wants to fight you, it's pretty likely that you'll die at some point. I mean, shoot, even those of us who are very experienced, it's pretty likely that we will die in the process. So you set up a bed outside the portal, so that if you die, you respawn right there. You can run back in, grab your stuff, and start fighting again. So it's a good practice to just, I mean, long term, to have a bed on you at all times. It's a good practice when you're out in the wild, just to have a bed, because if you do, then it starts to get nighttime. Even if you're not at home, if you sleep right away, none of the monsters can spawn. So you just go on with your life and don't worry about it. So those are good things to do. I have all these extra shields and stuff because of the trades. Same with the extra armor that I have is because of the trades. This is our friends dropping me stuff because they have a farm for these. Like, guys, I don't know how much you know about Minecraft, but there is some insane stuff you can do to automate and make stuff way easier that's way hard. So they've got a farm that literally just produces. They go and they sit and hang out, and they've got crazy XP and all that good stuff because they're very good at this game. So that being said, we've talked about how to farm. So at this point, you know, in Minecraft, you know how to build a house, you know how to farm, you know how to produce armor and all that stuff. I don't like all these extra animals being out here. Like, it's the farm, guys. You shouldn't be roaming free beside the farm. I just feel like all the animals should be inside. There we go. Dealt with that. Well, yeah, if you set something up like this with the carpets, you can jump in and out. You can do your thing. And that way, everything is kept nice and safe. We'll do this so we don't get spare animals that don't belong anymore. I suggest making your farm a little bit away from your house so that you don't have to hear all the animals every time you are by the house. Because the constant mooing and sheep baying and all that stuff can get wild really quick. Okay, so what do we need to work on here? We've got apples, we've got that. We have done that. We got 10 minutes left in our timer. The next thing that I want to do is I want to start looking for some mines and things like that so that we can get some coal, because I'm kind of low on coal. I think that if I remember right, I found a path over here the other day. I almost fell and died here. That's why all this cobble's here, because I didn't realize it was just a big lava pit. So that was almost an unfortunate death the other day. I'm just saying. But yeah, I think that the little mine that we've made here, do I have my torches? There we go. That's better. I'm pretty sure. Yep, I did. I connected all this. Cool. So I came down here the other day looking for stuff. Oh, hi, bud. You get wrecked. For those of you who haven't, ooh, that's what we're looking for, haven't fought in Minecraft yet. Something you need to know about Minecraft fighting is that there's a little attack bar. Like if you see me swing, you see the little sword in the middle. If I just do this, I'm not doing any damage. If I hold it down, I'm not doing any damage. I need to swing, let it charge, swing, let it charge, and that's how I get all the damage. So when we fight the Ender Dragon and you have your sword or whatever, you want to make sure that when you're swinging, you're not just because you won't do any damage. You'll be sitting there swinging and swinging and swinging and not knowing why you're not doing anything. So it's going to be a good time. I'm super looking forward to what's going to happen on that episode. But yeah, there is a list. If you don't remember all this and you want a visual, there is a list of what you should be trying to get at a minimum. Iron armor and an iron sword and a shield would be kind of like the minimum. That should only take you an hour to get together if you really want it. But I mean, in a couple hours over the course of the next few days, you can get a full diamond set and be set up for success. Till we meet again has been, and Baron have been working on having some potions for everybody that will keep you from dying from fall damage. Because the Ender Dragon will kind of like blast you up into the air sometimes. So the potion that they have will like make it to where you don't take as much damage from falling, so that you can easier survive for that. So that's going to be a good thing. But yeah, I'm going to have to go back probably, for those of you who are watching this video way later and aren't going to be a part of the event that we're doing live, just know that I will probably go back and grab footage from the live event and throw it together as an individual video to be part of the series, because the Ender Dragon fight is a pretty fun thing to have in a series, you know what I'm saying? For those of you who are new to Minecraft, something that's really cool that's on this pickaxe is an enchantment called Mending. Mending is amazing because it means anytime that I'm holding the item in either hand, anytime that I'm holding the item and gaining experience, instead of giving me levels at the bottom, like where it says 25 and has the progress bar, instead of giving me those levels, the game is going to heal the durability of my tool. So now my pickaxe that was kind of broken a little bit is at full health again. So it makes for tools that don't end up going away anytime soon, and that's a fantastic thing to have. Also, once you get to diamond on your tool, once you make your diamond tools, you no longer, like the next tool up, the netherite tool, which is the best tools and the best armor in the game, they don't require that you make a new tool. You can just upgrade your diamond tools to netherite. It's like they do it, basically like the idea is like you're coding it or whatever. So it's a really cool thing though, for the fact that you don't have to keep going back to do it again and again and make new tools and make new enchantments. So once you get to what, apparently a squid died down here. Once you get to diamond though, you can go ahead and start enchanting and all that stuff safely and know that you're going to be able to carry on your tool forever and not be too concerned about whether or not you'll use it ever again. It's almost time to have a steak. But yeah, we're getting some iron here, or iron and coal and stuff, because I need to be able to smelt stuff and whatnot. I need to be able to utilize stuff. I'm trying to be careful of the fact that there are mobs around here. I'm also looking for if I can find like a mine. Because one of the next things I want to do on this series is I want to show you how to build an iron farm. It's going to be an interesting process. I might actually edit that video, like record longer and then edit it down, because building an iron farm can take a lot of time. And like I said, I'm trying to get this series to stay at about 30 minutes an episode. So I might actually film longer and edit down a little bit on that episode when we get there, but I need to find one of the first things I need to do in order to get that going is I need to find like an abandoned mine shaft or a temple or something of that sort so that I can find name tags, because the name tag is very important to an iron farm. One of the main things that happens, because if you name a mob, it will never despawn unless it's killed. So one of the key components of, and we'll talk about this way in depth later. Oh, you almost snuck up on me, man. Stuck up on me enough that I wasn't able to keep him from blowing up. But yeah, an iron farm will help you to just passively make iron so that you can keep, one, it becomes a good thing to have just in general, for trading and for all kinds of stuff like that. So iron farm, good. And we'll show you how to build one of those. Booyah, y'all, booyah. All my stuff's at full durability right now, so I'm back to gaining levels instead of gaining weapon repairs. I like that. So if you don't know yet, when you enchant something, you have to use levels, the character experience levels, to enchant stuff. It basically becomes a currency for enchanting items, and we can build an enchanting table. Not today, but we will build an enchanting station, it's like a crafting table, but we'll build one that's specifically for enchanting weapons and armor and tools and stuff. And the enchantments in Minecraft are really awesome. Think of them like magic items in Lord of the Rings or something of that sort. They all just have different advantages to help the user, whether it's they survive longer or they work better. My favorite enchantment in the whole game is efficiency. Just saying, I like me some efficiency. It makes you mine blocks way faster. I love that. I am about not having to sit and stare at a block as long as, like I said, I am a creative Minecraft player first. I think we might have found a spawner here, y'all. Got 2 minutes left, and I think we found a spawner, maybe? Well, there's no way there's not a spawner down here. We can show you that before we go, I think. Need to get some fire aspect on my sword. Knock back, maybe. There's no way we didn't find a spawner right with that kind of wave, huh? Maybe what? Wow, that was a lot of zombies for there not to be a spawner down here. I was totally expecting to see a spawner on the floor. So a spawner looks like a little cage. For those of you who never played before, it looks like a little cage pretty much. Is this a surrounding thing or no? It's not. Cool. It looks like a little cage, basically. And it'll have whatever, like if you look closely inside it, it'll have whatever it is that it's going to spawn, like as a little item. But in a lot of situations, you don't ever see that because it's just you're fighting. But you can do one of a couple of things with a spawner. You can, I'm finding new cave paths, and I need to get back up top before we end this episode. Or the other thing I can do is just, you know, block myself off here. There we go. All right, we're going to block ourselves off so that we can close the episode out. I'll close out in the cave and all that good stuff. We'll work on that later. That way you guys can not be thinking, you're way over 30 minutes, man. But yeah, it's been a good day. Really good day. Let's switch back over screens and pray our way out. You ready? Cool. We're back. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Hope you had fun. Hope you learned something. Get ready for this event. It's going to be super awesome Monday night. I will be online a little bit early and in the Kingdom Warriors Discord, in the voice chat and all that good stuff to talk to you guys. And we'll get the stream started a few minutes early before the event so that we can kind of get our bearings and make sure we're in good shape. Because although I'm pretty good at doing all this live streaming kind of stuff, I am not the best in the world. So I want to make sure that it works and that you guys can see and hear and all that good stuff. If you can, please come be a part. We are open to the public. We love playing with people. We're not afraid to teach new players. There's no pressure here. There is no, oh my goodness, you weren't good enough or you didn't do well enough. That's not going to happen. I promise. The best of the best players on this server want to see you grow and want to see you learn the game so that we can all have fun in a safe, godly environment together. Let's pray. Thank you, Jesus, for this time together. Lord, I ask you to bless every person that's watching this video. God, I ask that you'd guide them, keep them, give them direction, give them protection. Lord, help them to see the purposes that you have planned for their life fulfilled. In Jesus' name, amen.